Hey everybody, welcome back to Hypermine Vanilla. This is Lapis Lauri, and we are here at Town Central. And today marks the start of a brand new project, the project of the Town Hall. I have a great big plan for this, and we'll see how one more time. Accurate is the word I'm looking for. We'll see how accurate we can get to that. But I gotta clear out this big old hill behind me. Now, sadly, the starter house might have to go. But I have plans to incorporate the things underneath it, and they will stay. So that is part of the plan. But I need to go level out some of that stuff. So you'll probably see a little bit of a speedy up bit, but I'll talk to you a little bit here and there too. So building permits have been applied for with the LL Property Management. Shh, that's me. And I have some storage items here, but this whole hill behind me is gonna go. See you when that's done. Bye. Do 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 do, trusty shovel, you're my friend. So yeah, this pretty much from like here across, it's gotta go. That's a whole lot of mountain people. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna have dirt for days. Dirt for days. Dirt for days. We're gonna have dirt for days. Thing is, I gotta keep this building intact until such a time when I can replace it safely. So instead of strip mining all day, I'll just dig out this mountain and life will be good. Go 4 much at a time, I think. 4 blocks, just like as if you were going to do a regular mining job, I guess. So we'll start with this corner and we'll move on. See you guys in a couple of days. Hey, welcome back. We're back here on Hypermine Vanilla, and I have done some digging. And let's just take a look at what we've actually got accomplished here. I have a lot of chests. And I have my building permit, and I have lots of diorite that has been donated to me by everyone around. Thank you very much, MD and Dolanmeister in particular, I know. And I have absolutely free dirt if anybody wants it. Now, the project I'm building, as you can see, there's a little bit over here that I've gotten done. But I've built a scale model. I've taken a page out of the book from Slipgator. And here's the scale model of what we're going to build. I think it's a good reenactment. It could very well represent the exact project that we're going to be working on. But let's get a more in-depth look. I have cleared out quite a bit of the mountain, and I've made a floor plan. Basically, this walkway right here has been laid out. I did a live stream the other morning and worked on this, much to my chagrin. I did a lot of things wrong. I counted incorrectly. But, you know, circles in Minecraft, that does happen. So, what we can do is I can kind of give you a little tour of what I did get done. See, I did this outer ring. That's what I did instead of the inner ring. Is I laid this out, and this whole mountain got cleared out up to this point, and I actually cleared out more than I needed to, but that's okay. And I built up this retaining wall and this outer back edge, so it looks kind of like a seashell from above to some extent. And I got a walkway started, but that's not going to be shown all of it. I just wanted to kind of get a walkway in to give me the center line of what I'm working on. And this poor tree, it actually is in right the middle of the thing, so I just left it for now. We're going to leave it. And the other half of what I need to do is start the walls of the actual building. This is just kind of like a retaining wall. Now this back one will be part of the building. This is a walkway. And we will have like a certain amount of garden space. I would say up to about here. This is an 81 block wide circle where I'm standing, this circle here. And the one that I need to do is a 50-some block, so it'll come in like here. So you'll have quite a bit of space out there, like a walkway, like a grand area, and I'll have like some water features and benches and things. The look I'm going for is kind of like the Justice League meets a modern kind of city build. And it will be a town hall where everybody does meetings and things. There'll be plenty of room for what we want to do. And we're going to have lots of things incorporated into this town hall, like storage area for community stuff. And, you know, there'll be bedding for people who don't play as much, maybe, and don't have their own place. That's fine. You would not believe how many times I rebuilt this circle edge here. I would say probably 2 or 3. You could tell where the dirt is where I had it initially. And that's not even the first time. That was like multiple times I've done it. And I fell a couple times, not unusual for me because I have special dropping skills. But I was glad I didn't have to take this part of it out because I really want it kind of build up. In fact, once this is done, I'll probably put a lot of this dirt back in order to make it look like it's just kind of growing out of the side of the mountain. And down below here, I may have like what is like a walkout basement. I may replace a lot of this white diorite with some glass. So it looks kind of cool, like a big tall building on this side when you're approaching from the stronghold area. So that's kind of my plan, is we're going to build up with this. So let's tell you what, I'll take a little break and get my source materials for the circle, and we'll try to plan out a little bit more of the inner wall area. I'll pop up a little bit of the description of that here in just a second. So if you can tell by looking, this big 81 inch or 81 wide block circle is the outer ring, and this is going to be the walkway area down below, and this inner circle is going to actually represent some of the building that we're going to do. So when people walk in, and this red line's like where the walkway is right now, so that's the floor plan of what we're going for. So using this lovely item that we have, let's see if we can create all the things that we need to create for it. And I need some blocks to set out the perimeter. I'm probably going to use cobble because it's cheap and I'll know it's something that's not going to stay. So coming in from this, like I said, this corner right here is where we start all things. We can kind of figure out where the overlap is going to happen. And it's the first number 2, and it starts here. Now, actually it's the outer one, hang on. This is where I gotta look at my design a little more. It's the outer one, and it comes out 4. 2, 3, 4. And then it will go over 1, because we're following a circle that goes to the outside edge. This is where I get super frustrated. So I'm going to build this circle up all the way around to the front so that you guys can see where it is, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have got this first half of it done. The only point where I was off is kind of like right here, but I'll just mimic that and just kind of go around the corner. Now, I'm hoping this doesn't infringe too much upon the actual building that's here, but it might cut around that little step right there where the porch is and maybe part of the white, but that's just going to happen so that we can continue on with progress here on the Hypermine server. So I'm going to mimic this on the other side, and we'll be right back, Cease. Alright, we have the inner circle finally finished. I had to adjust it a little bit from what I had it because it came too far forward and was almost meeting the road, so I had to adjust my circle a little bit as far as the placement goes. And I have it so that there's a nice walkway up to where the main entrance is going to be. And then it kind of is an equally spaced curve that kind of follows along here. So this will all be kind of a nice walkway up to the building or green space area. Hey! You bad guy. Nope, 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 nope. Put a hand on that. Be seeing ya. Not enough lights. Since I've been digging, it's become quite a danger zone. That's for sure. But I had to infringe upon the area of the building a little bit, so I've cleaned it up. And I found, hidden underneath here, there is an actual iron base for a beacon. I don't remember who did this or why it's here, but there it is. So there. Oh, look, there's a bad guy. Check him out. Yeah. Don't blow up my stuff. Don't blow up my circle. No, 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 no. This is my circle. There's many like it, but this one's mine, and you can't have it. So the stairway that walks up here, I actually had to turn and come out to this main direction. So people can still access the building. It's still here. You still go right up here. Nothing inside here has changed. Except for maybe the stairway going down, which is partially occluded now. Just have to pretend like you don't see that. It's top secret now. Yeah, and I broke my pick while I was at it, so that's funny. So that's changed a little bit there temporarily until I can get some of this worked out. Here we get up here. There. So we can still get down, that's fine, we can still get down here. Mr. Snowman is still here. We may have to move him, though, because his top is pretty even with the top of the layer of dirt that's outside. So we'll see what we can do. And I want a place to put these maps before I tear this building down. Everything else up here, let's see, we've got some storage for players. We've got Wooly and Joe the Pirate, Civic, stuffs from the furnace, which is pretty much community property, whatever's in there. TDC, Chris's temp chest since he has no house. Got a lot of stuff. Assassin Gamer. And the enchantment table. So all this equipment can be moved. It's not an issue. We could certainly do that. But I want to have a place for all these things prior to demolishing the house. So if you're a player here and you have stuff, please move it, or I'll move it for you to a place where it will be safe and you can access it. But this house is going to go away probably in the next week. Yeah, so we've got this all done. It's kind of cool. I'm excited about the build. A lot of things I've got to incorporate. Part of it being just, you know, the things I already talked about, the storage for the players who are already here, some of the things that are there. I'll have to make a storage room. Anything like that that's got to be moved. And before I can start building big walls, that'll have to happen. Now, the corner, that probably won't hurt anything because it's really just decorative, that big white square on the corner. People can still access the nether, but I think what I'm going to do is, since this is going to be a main entrance to the building, is what I'll do is I'll turn the stairs so that they come out and face here. And you just go down into it and then down into where the nether portal is now. I don't think it'll be a problem. I think it'll be alright. I think everybody will be able to still get to everything they need to in order to accomplish all their lovely things. This, I'm not real sure what is down here. I think it's just the ceiling for that room. I think that's all it is. It's just decorative. So it won't hurt anything to move it around some, flatten it. We can adjust the style of the building some. Well, oh, look, there's a furnace there for decoration. So yeah, you know, people can still get in and out, but that is the start of my new City Hall build. That's what I'm going to be working on for the next near future. And, you know, keep looking back at the scale model. It may adjust according to what we're going to build, but we'll see. And that is the start to our new adventure. I want to thank everybody for stopping by today. Make sure you check out all the links below to the members so that you can kind of follow along with their content as well. They may have additional content that I do not have. And definitely follow me on Twitch because I do a lot of live stream over a weekend. And always fun things there. I can interact with you guys directly. Come talk to me, say hello, all the things. And we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for coming along. Bye.